We know that the USDA loan is one of the loans that is 100% financed. So if you're looking to buy a house with zero money out of pocket, like zero down, then you might want to consider buying a house using the USDA loan option. We do also know, however, that in order for you to buy a house using the USDA loan program, you actually also have to be qualified for it. And one of the main qualification as well is that the house that you are buying must be in a designated USDA area. So let me show you real quick how you can find out if a house is in a USDA designated area. Before I do that, guys, if you're new here and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do that. Hit the notification bell so that you can know every time I upload a new video. Also, if you want to find out a little bit more about the USDA loan, I have a few videos on USDA loan that you might want to check to find out a little bit more about USDA loan. But let's jump right into it. How you can find out if your house is, or the house that you like, is in a USDA designated area. So alrighty, so the first thing that you want to do when you want to find eligible properties is to log on to the USDA website, and we are going to search for eligible areas. Once you log on to the website, you're going to click on the single family tab, and you are going to read the property eligibility disclaimer, and you want to accept that. Once you accept that, a map is going to come up, and it's going to, this map is movable. And so you can make it bigger or you can make it smaller by just moving your mouse, and I'm in Florida, so let's concentrate on that. So you can use this tab right here to move it up. See, move it up or down will make it bigger, it expands it. And you can do that for any area. Let's concentrate on Florida since I'm actually in Florida, so let's just do Florida. Remember, we're looking for eligible areas, not just eligible properties, right? Because there might be properties that are in the eligible area, but not actually eligible. So we're looking for the areas first to make sure that the house that you're looking at is actually in a USDA area. Now, I want you to bear in mind that the dark yellow beige color, that signifies an ineligible area. All right, so the big yellow patch, see this? That signifies that it is ineligible. So if you're looking for a property and it's in something like that, just know that the property is not in an eligible area. All right. Now, once you have that down packed and you want to enlarge the map and you can see the areas, my best way to search for properties is by actually having an address. So let's go over onto the MLS and let's grab an address that we can plug into this to search. Now, if you're doing this on your own, you can do that with Zillow. If you find an address on Zillow, a house on Zillow, just plug in that address. So I'm put in some criteria for this search. I'm going to do Hillsborough County. I'm only going to do single family homes, and I'm going to put it in a price range. Let's say you're already qualified. Please make sure that you're already pre-qualified for USDA before you go out looking for homes, okay? So I'm going to do a price range. Let's say you qualified for between $250 and $350,000. $1,000 if you qualified for 350, but let's just see what's going to come up. Now, if I just put that, it's going to give me a huge amount, so that's why I had to really customize my search so that I can get less. Came up with 12 properties. So let's check out the first one right here. And you want to look for that. Well, your real estate agent is going to look for that. Financing available: cash, conventional, FHA, USDA, and VA loan. Now, this actually says that it will accept USDA loan, but that's not just what you go by. It's not enough to just pull it off the MLS and say, oh, it's qualified for USDA. Let's make sure that it's actually in a USDA area. So we're going to grab that address right here in Tampa, Florida, and we are going to plug it into the USDA eligible site. So let's do that right now. And the reason you have to do that as well is because sometimes, again, the house might say, or the listing might say they will accept USDA, but if it's not in the area, you won't get the loan. It won't happen. So you just want to make sure. So we are double checking. Now make sure you put in the full address. Let's try it. We've just put in the number, the street number. It's not going to come up. If you put like this is 3607 East Caracas Street, it's not going to come up. It's going to give you that. We're unable to locate that address. You want to make sure you have the full address. You don't need the zip code, but at least have the full address, city and state, right? And just like we said, this property is not eligible. It's not in an eligible area. Even if it said that on the MLS, it's not eligible. Let's go grab another address and see if this one is. So this one is also in Tampa, Hillsborough County. This one again says cash, conventional, FHA, USDA loan, and VA loan. Let's grab this address and we're going to double check. We're going to plug it in. And I can tell you guys just by looking at this address, because I'm actually based in Tampa, that this is not in a USDA approved area. But let me verify. Ta-da! See? It's not eligible. Even if it says that in the MLS, it's not eligible. So that's why it's so important for you to do your own research, so you're not wasting your time, or your agent's not wasting their time, or you're not falling in love with a home that's not in an eligible area. Let's try another one. Why Mama? Now there might be a huge possibility that this one is in a USDA area. Let's double check. So this one, like all the others, is going to say that it is accepting cash, conventional, USDA, VA, FHA loan, right? That's what they all said. So let's see if this one actually is. Grab the address. We're going to plug it in here. And again, I am based in the Tampa Bay area, so I'm very familiar with Why Mama. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed on this one that it actually is in an eligible area. Again, make sure you put in the full address. Ta-da! And it is. Now this property is located right on the other side of 301, if you're familiar with the Tampa area. And yeah, so if you are qualified for a USDA loan, this might be a property you would be interested in, because it's actually in the area. Now you have to take it a step further. Just because this says it is does not mean that the house itself is qualified. I know it's weird, but that's how it happens. So you have to make sure that the house itself is qualified, and you can find out the USDA criteria for homes, uh, what criteria is necessary or what criteria are necessary for that house itself to be approved. So you have to be in an approved area, and the house itself has to be approved. So for more on that, you will take that address and you can send it to your realtor so she can do, or he can do some research for you, or your lender. Or you can, if you want, guys, you can go directly to the USDA website, or directly to the USDA office. That's how you can contact them. The contact information is right up here. You click on that contact, say contact us. You're going to click on the direct one, because if you're doing the single family house, it's direct. Whichever one you're doing, there's direct and guaranteed, but we're doing the direct one. So click on that direct one, and the next thing you want to do is going to pull up this website for you, right? The service center locator. You're going to find your state. I'm in Florida, so I'm going to do Florida. And then you want to go by county. Find your state and then find your county. I'm in Hillsborough County. And it will pull up the information that you need, so you can call somebody or send somebody an email directly in the USDA department that services your area. So that's how you do it. If you are looking for USDA eligible areas, you're buying a house, you're qualified for that, make sure you are qualified. I cannot stress that enough. That is how you do it. If you want more information, I have more videos